Dear friends, my name is Sesh. You're seeing this through my channel, Sesh Speaks, and within it, Veda and Bhakti. I talk to you in this video as a fellow citizen who wants to stop this big waste of time, money, and energy called elections through the year. Sometimes general elections, sometimes state elections, sometimes Jilla Parishad elections, sometimes by polls, and whatnot. Why should we spend so much of time, money, and energy when we can do all the things at once? That is efficiency. All of us know when you buy more, you save more. You see that in the supermarkets all the time. We all know that it costs less money to do many things at the same time, which is why you have one rocket and multiple satellites within it when it goes. So, how different are elections? Let's forget about the legalists for a moment. Let's talk about the advantages. Think about the time lost of the Prime Minister, the Chief Ministers, the Council of Ministers, the state government employees, the police forces, the teachers who are on election duty all the time. Look at the stress and look at the distraction. Look at the restrictions of the Model Code of Conduct. Look at the cost and time of pasting everything to remove the names from different boards and nameplates on the street. All of these cost money. So the question is, why do we need to spend this money? Now, did you know that on an average, for running the state government assembly elections, the candidates all put together, about 4 or 5 thousand candidates all put together, spend close to 65,000 crores. Add to this that the election commission spends about 55,000 crores for state assembly elections. We all know that the cost of running a general election just on the candidate side totals to about 1 lakh crores. Add to it 3 4 thousand crores that is spent by the election commission. And these are all estimates, and I don't think there is a perfect figure. If this money could be saved, then why not? By holding the elections at the same time. Now, obviously, some complain that this hurts federalism. I ask how? Elections is only a methodology. A state election and a central elections are the same type of elections held in two different time frames. How can two time frame affect federalism? I just do not understand. Now let's talk about the bill that was presented in the parliament yesterday. I read the bill. It is a short 8-page bill which I think everybody should read. And in fact, some amount of parliamentary knowledge is very important. The bill is very clear. The false narrative that is purported by the opposition clearly stands out. You have to adjust the state assembly terms just once, the first time. From the next time, every state assembly will run for full 5 years as long as there is no dismissal of the government leading to a floor test and then leading to a dissolution. The same thing applies to the Lok Sabha as well. The law is very clear, the bill is very clear that if the Lok Sabha gets dissolved because floor test does not give you a clear indication and the government falls, then the state assemblies are not affected. They run their full term. And likewise, the next Lok Sabha runs for the residual period of the original Lok Sabha. The same residual principle applies for the state assemblies also. Therefore, you have to run the full 5 year term, even though the legislative assembly or Lok Sabha may be dissolved. Now, look at it from the point of view of the citizens. It makes it much more easier because when you indulge in coalition politics and you do horse trading or you poach each other's candidate, you must remember that the next legislative assembly or the Lok Sabha will run only for a residual period and you will not get an extra 5 years to run. Therefore, even if the mandate of the people is manipulated, still the time frame is shorter than 5 years. So, fellow citizens, read this draft bill very, very deeply. So, what can we do? May ask some. Go talk to all those members of parliament who voted against the bill. I think some 169 or 198 in total. Tell them that you are displeased. Sign petitions and meet them. Tell them that your electorate does not agree with your stand in the parliament. And remember, they have to come back to you and they should not walk with dissent for too long. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Vande Mataram.